Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello, all. I know you can hear the music. I would complain, but I don't know which neighbor it is. I don't know if it's next to me or upstairs. I'm not sure. But we're going to go through it anyway, because we got stuff to talk about. They literally just started this like right when I click live. I don't know why people do that. Everybody don't want to hear your music. Now I'll be wrong if I blast F the police, right? I'll be wrong. Excuse my tardiness. I had to leave and I just got back. But we're going to talk about it. It ain't no party. They just turned that crap up. You can't hear it? Good. If you can't hear it, good. It's awesome. I just wanted to get it out of the way just in case people hear it. Because you know how something, we hear music. Like, I know. All right. So, Miss Ebony K. Hey, Ebony. She pregnant, y'all, and she ain't got no man. Now, none of us should be surprised by this news because she told us that she was trying to go through the IVF process and, the fertilization process, because if she couldn't get married, she still wanted to have children. Okay. So we actually shouldn't. I'm not surprised that she's now pregnant. And we know she's pregnant because she's taking pregnancy pictures. She's taking pregnant pictures. So from that standpoint, we really should not be surprised by her announcement. For those of you who are wondering, this is the announcement. Hold on. She made a little announcement. All right. So this is the little announcement. Congrats. I don't know why it's congratulations to Ebony K. Williams. She's pregnant with her first child. Here's some super sweet news. Why do y'all big up this stuff? In a heartwarming, it's heartwarming. People has exclusively revealed that Ebony K. Williams, a former Real Housewives of New York star and host of Equal Justice with Ebony K, is expecting her first child. The 40-year-old television personality opened up about her pregnancy journey as she eagerly awaits the arrival of a baby girl due on August 16th. While speaking with the outlet, Williams, who previously shared her decision to pursue motherhood using her eggs through sperm donation, acknowledged the challenges and uncertainties that accompany the journey. Anyone who's gone through IVF or attempted it will tell you so many things have to go right for the final result to be a baby. That's why I've called this my remarkable miracle, because it really does feel like I've been the recipient of some very enormous favor from God above. This the pregnancy shot. See, this is what they be wanting. They just want the attention that come with stuff like this. Because she could have been had babies. She could have been had a man. She could have been did this in her 20s. She could have did it in her 30s. This person said, I thought she said she wanted a husband before having kids, but them still become a baby mama, just like everyone else that rides the bus. These comments are crazy, and from women. I don't like that kind of stuff, because just because we're all women, I'm going to get to that in a minute, because I don't like that. Congrats to Ebony on making a decision for her own life. For her own life. She made a decision for her. Hope she has a happy, healthy pregnancy. Every day I'm reading about more women who would rather have a baby via sperm donor instead of the low quality options left in the pool. Didn't she go on a rant about broken homes? Who's the father? Too many pregnancy shoots, less marriages, and I want happy marital homes again in our Black society. Not the women telling other women they got to be married beforehand. Thank you, brother Ezekiel. As Shalom says, just dropping by to do my part, pushing you forward. May the Most High rain many blessings on you, Unc, and loved ones. And thank you so much. I appreciate all of your efforts and contribution, especially these. Thank you for gifting a membership, and whoever got that membership.
But now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Let me deal with the women gotta take up with the women. And I'm pre-warn you that I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent with this one, because I don't like the concept that women gotta stick together and stick with other women because we're women, because that manifests itself in a lot of different ways, and I don't be liking it. Because I ain't got to take up with no hyenaism because they got a vagina and so do I. I ain't got to take up with no foolishness because a woman is doing it. I ain't got to support her because she or her. We just happen to be born with double X chromosomes, so I got to be chilling with her. And I got to co-sign BS because women are doing it. So we can't tell women to marry before you carry. Stop contributing your part, your percentage to the broken home situation. You got a percentage. Stop contributing to it. You stop. Because you can swear up and down and tell the men what they ought to do and this, that, and the third, but you don't gatekeep worth of nothing. So I ain't got to back no foolishness just because we both got uteruses and vaginas. So therefore her foolishness, I got to co-sign it. Because you know what, we women, what does that mean? That kind of, I'm about to go on a rant. That type of mindset, it has a little bit of an undercurrent in this space too on YouTube. Because that be the main criticism of female content creators with content like mine. Well, your message is not reaching the women that it should reach, because you need to do content that put you over there with the other women. Why? If the other women are hyenas in the majority and they got a bunch of foolishness going on, why would I commiserate and co-sign and Kiki and TT with them over there? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I even be making content that the algorithm puts over there? That's the other thing. Why would I be making content that the YouTube algorithm would say, oh, you know what? She need to be over there with the sisterhood and they content. We know who they are. I don't like that whole concept that women got to be together simply based on the fact that we're women. No, I will side with what is right. And if the women are right, then I'll side with the women. If the men are right, then I'm on side with the men. But in all cases, I'm going to do my level best to co-sign what is right, to co-sign the truth. My message is reaching exactly who it's supposed to reach. There ain't nobody trying to reform no back feet for y'all. I point out the behavior of hyenas to demonstrate what a lioness should not be doing and the mindset that a lioness should not have. Because there, again, are lionesses in the boneyard, and they will pick up boneyard, perspectives and mindsets and habits. And I be trying to get the lionesses to break the boneyard habits that they might not even know they boneyard habits. But the boneyard habits, I be trying to get them to break the boneyard habits. So ain't nobody gonna co-sign no single motherhood just because hyenas is you supposed to back what a hyena say. I'm not backing this foolishness. I'm not co-signing this foolishness. I'm not gonna sit there and say she did the best. She made the best decision for her. Maybe she made the best decision for her. She certainly didn't make the best decision for this baby she about to have. Because you wasn't supposed to make a baby. That's why it's so difficult. You're not supposed to make a baby without the family structure support in place. And I don't mean your mama. I mean the father of that child. I'm not co-signing this because we got too many baby showers and gender reveals and maternity photo shoots and not enough marriages. Where your marriages at? Where your men at? It was too difficult. It was too difficult. That's about the only thing that I kind of give Vivica her props on. She didn't bring no baby into no foolishness. She didn't. She was doing what she was doing. She was focusing on herself, and whatever her consequences is, she the only one got to deal with them. If she don't get no man, ain't nobody. I mean, I pointed it out for the obvious reasons for the lessons, but on a personal note, it ain't nobody's business because ain't nobody got to deal with that but her. So at the very least, Vivica did not bring no kids into that foolishness. But as far as Ebony K is concerned, she's the lesson the other way. It's a similar lesson than Vivica trying to find a man at this point that's gonna be in a serious relationship with her. Ebony walked herself down this path. And this is the future of boss chicks. This is your future. Boss chick. This you. You're gonna be somewhere with somebody taking a picture of your pregnant belly, and it ain't gonna be a man in sight. Because you would have had to go to a sperm bank and try to pick the best sperm out of whatever was left and try to get your baby out of that way. This is you, y'all. And if you think that this is fun, Ebony herself told you it was not. For all of this having gone through it, and she went through with it, she still told us beforehand that this was difficult for her to do that. She still expressed that she was not happy with her decisions that she had made that had led her to a point where this is an option. She told everybody, go ahead, don't listen. She double talked it a bit, but she did say it out of her mouth. Don't do what I did. Because if you want a man, you need to get him while you're young. You go ahead and do that, because if you focus on your career and all that kind of stuff like I did, you're likely to get a similar outcome. And I'm not completely happy with my outcome. Like, I like my money, I like my success in my career, things of that nature. Like, that's cool. But I do not like this loneliness. Now, why is she lonely? One of the comments said, oh, the poor choices in the pool. No poor choices. Because what else did Ebony say? Ebony said that she had tried different men, not just Black men, from different socioeconomic backgrounds, different cultures, and none of them, let her tell it, not one of them men was worthy of her. She was married one time. That was her best bet. But didn't want to stay married because he was in a temporary position of needing her more than she needed him. She had to build with him to get to a particular point, or until he got to a certain point in his life and his finances and his career and things of that nature. And she became impatient with that. She became impatient with that, and she moved on. That proved to be a nail in the coffin for her, romance-wise. Was she in other relationships? Sure, she said she was. She was in another one that was public just a few years ago. So what she basically told us is that she was the common denominator in all of them relationships that she has had, and none of them relationships really worked. That's because of you, boo-boo kitty. This is you. It's not the men. It's not their mindset. It's not that they can't provide. It's not that they don't have money, because you was the last one you was publicly with had plenty money. It's not the money. It's you. You found it too difficult to be cooperative with a man. That's all y'all problem. You found it too difficult to be cooperative with a man. You found it upsetting to be cooperative. You found it unfair that you would need to put your husband potentially and the relationship before your career goals and other goals. That the relationship that you would have liked to have. You want a man to take you seriously. You want him to be committed. You want all of these different things that you want out of these relationships. And you must have found that unfair that you would have had to put that first. You would have had to put him first, just like you would want him to put you first. You couldn't do it. You found it unreasonable somewhere along the line. Beneath you and your station for a man to demand that you be the woman he don't need a boss. He don't need a boss. Maybe your employees need a boss, but he don't need a boss. He don't need no boss. What do he need a boss for? He certainly don't need you to be his boss. But you be bossing up, making sure he understand his place and what he need to be doing for you and how things gonna go and see, once you start doing all this to a man, proverbially in your relationship, it's done for. Because the man that you want not gonna take this from you. He not. A simple do it. But not no man you gonna respect. Not no man you gonna be attracted to. Not no man that you gonna respect his masculinity and you gonna respect his authority. And you gonna respect his position. If you want that kind of man where you got to respect him. He not about to take these from you. He not about to do, not even slightly. Not even slightly. And this is why you're in the position that you're in. Because you wanted the family, but you was too hard-headed to obtain it. You wasn't too ugly to obtain it. You were surrounded by the type of men that you wanted. You've been surrounded by them men for years. She been surrounded by them men for years. Pretty enough to get them. Because she not ugly now. Little age on her, that's all right. You could tell when Ebony was younger. Come on now. What man wouldn't have wanted? What man wouldn't have wanted Ebony 10 years ago? 15 years ago? Huh? She little and cute. And they want to play like they careers really got in the way. No, they didn't. Judge Lynn Toller's career didn't get in her way. Judge Lynn Toller's career did not get in her way. Did not get in the way of her having a marriage with a man until death do them part. She's a widow now. She was all on TV. She been successful ever since. She said it was her husband told her, "Dude, go ahead and do it." She said she had a whole other idea what she was gonna do that would not have nearly brought her the type of career success that the guidance of her husband did for her. And she credited that man for his leadership. And Judge Lynn was fine. Judge Lynn still fine. Judge Lynn still fine. Little and cute. But what was the difference? Judge Lynn, a lioness, didn't see there to be an issue between following the system, order, and structure of her husband despite her financial successes. And ain't no such thing as a perfect marriage where you ain't got no problems. But apparently they was able to overcome them. It didn't end in a divorce. Now, what about all of these successful women that have success in their careers and was able to find husbands and stay with them? Y'all just hard-headed. The Ebony K's and the Vivicas, y'all hard to get along with. Y'all let y'all being cute and having a couple of dollars scratching around in your pocket, let that go to your head. Let that go to your head. Now, since you cute and you got a little money, you got a little name to yourself and all this kind of stuff, now you think you can dictate to men, and you cannot. Not to the men that you want. You cannot dictate to those men. You can't make them marry you. You got to present yourself as the very thing that you detest to the type of men that you want. And you're going to have to present yourself as feminine and submissive, because that's what they want. And since you detested it, since that you presume that was a mockery for you, it was too beneath you to do that. Because how dare some man ask you to put your D up? How dare he ask you to simmer down and you don't tell him what to do? How dare he tell you you need to change your tone, how you talking to me? You gotta watch what you doing. You know, I give you leadership and system order structure, I problem solve for you. Do stuff the way you want to do it. You always jumping out the window, doing stuff I ain't tell you to do that all the time. And then you wonder why the men just cut the relationship off. You wonder why it just fizzle out. You wonder why the men just kind of distance themselves, and then they give you that talk about how they not gonna continue this. And then you be trying to figure out, well, why? And when he try to explain it to you, you go over your head. Fannie Willis, same thing. You rather either be baby mamas or side pieces. Can't handle the wife role. That's too much. After these messages, we'll be right back. So I need everybody to take a break and go to ashkicking.com, where you can get some of the best body care products on the market, particularly this body butter. I'm always going to sing its praises because it's definitely one of the better ones. I still have not switched to any lotion because there's no need. My skin stay moisturized all day without it being heavy or too thick or any of that stuff. So if you want to keep your skin looking good, looking healthy, looking its best, especially this is summertime, so I know you got the toes out and everything. You're going to need this. Go to ashkicking.com. Link is at the top of the chat. If this is going to be your first order, then you need to take advantage of the 10% discount using promo code Crimson. I don't know how many likes I need, but I know all y'all are bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta go ahead and hit the like button. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you, R. Jizzle says, should these types of pregnancies be government assistance of any kind if they fall on hard times? Just a question. Thank you, Timothy Blue. It's a happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Steve, for your contribution. Thank you, Lucchese. Said they want to keep the echo chamber intact as if we do not have critical thinking capacity. Exactly. Thank you, sis. So the greater travesty is that she's pregnant with a girl. So unless there's a miracle, she's bringing up the next generation of hyenas. Such a shame. Hey, sis, today's my birthday. Along with my husband, what better way to celebrate than being among the proud? Oh, happy birthday to you guys. To both of you. Thank you, Jared. Says she chose a mystery homeless man goop, not man goop. She went for the goop scoop over a bus driver because her ego would rather use the excuse of what the paperwork said his status was over the fact she couldn't get the kind of men she wanted. Thank you, Blue Exodus. That people are quick to call men losers and sociopaths if they can't secure a girlfriend, but people empower women who do stuff like this. Thank you, Common Man says she has no idea who the father of her child is or the personality type he is or was. She may be giving birth to future serial killer. Jeffrey Dahmer was smart also. Yeah. So now I pose a question that I want y'all to think about. Is single motherhood unavoidable for Black women? Are Black women destined to just be single moms? To not be married? To not have stable nuclear family homes? Do a poll. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Is single motherhood unavoidable for Black women? I want to know. I want to know, is single motherhood unavoidable? Because it seemed like it's unavoidable. It seemed like y'all kind of destined to be single moms. Because you gonna be one. You gonna be a baby mama come what may. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care if you're rich or poor. I don't care if you're well-to-do or you're just scraping by. I don't care if you have a lot of men or you don't. I don't care if you have access to men or you don't. I don't care what the situation is. Y'all gonna be a baby mama. and you're going to celebrate it. And you're going to congratulate each other on it. Why? Why y'all can't avoid the single motherhood? And I want somebody to tell it to me without mentioning men. I want to know why y'all cannot avoid single motherhood no matter what. And I want you to give me a reason that do not include men. And the reason that I don't want you to include men is because women are the gatekeepers of sex. We also gatekeep whether or not babies are born. So the entire process is overseen by women. And you continue to be baby mamas, and then you also complain about being baby mamas. But you won't stop being a baby mama. So I want to know, which is it? You're going to have to clarify for me today. Why, no matter what's going on, y'all gonna be a baby mama? Y'all gonna be a glorified baby mama? Or you gonna be a welfare baby mama? Or you gonna be a working baby mama? Or you gonna be a celebrity baby mama? You gonna be a baby mama. You ain't gonna be nobody's wife. You refuse that because you don't like the things that come with being a wife. You don't like that. You don't like none of the work that a wife do. None of the work, none of the emotional work, none of it. You don't like none of it. You don't value none of it. All of it is beneath you. So then I want to know, and then you'll tell me that you can't be a wife. And I said this at probably 4 years ago. I wanted to know, how is it that these men continue to be no good and y'all stay pregnant bound? That's what I want to know. I must have said this in 2020 or 2021. It might have even been 2019. That was one of my live streams that I posed. And that was the main question. Why is it that these men are no good? They are not good enough to marry you. They don't provide. They don't. You rather be with the bear. Let y'all tell it. But you ain't staying pregnant by the bear, though. You ain't going out getting pregnant by the bear. You don't be putting the bear on child support. You don't do that. You don't get on the internet and say that the bear is a deadbeat. But you stay pregnant with these men's children. These same men that you swear to God are dusty. They don't have good leadership. Even the ones that have good money, they're manipulative. They narcs, they crazy, they abusive, they controlling. All of these negative things. But your belly stay big. Your belly stay poked out, whether you know the father or not. Belly stay big. And see, I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna say another little talking point that I don't like, that I don't completely agree with. When we talk about who the baby's fathers are, and everybody want to say that it's only the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the scum of men that are the fathers of these children. I beg to differ with that. I beg to differ with that. That's not the majority of what's happening here. Because the truly dusty men, you can't put them men on child support. You can't put that guy on child support. When talking points collide, because we can't say that it is only the scum of men that are producing out of wedlock children, and at the same time say that Black men are some of the best fathers in the United States. Which is it? Which is it? Because if he is the scum of men, how he a good father? What make him a good father? What makes him so he ain't that much of scum then if he stepped up as much as he could to be in his child's life? Anybody want to tackle that for me? But we can stick a pin in that. We can stick a pin in it. So we not gonna say that it's only the scut bucket men out here that don't got nothing going on. You know, he living off of her or something. He ain't real productive. And yet say that these men are the best fathers. When you make it jive, we'll talk about it. I want to know why single motherhood is not avoidable. Why is this an unavoidable thing among Black women? I'm gonna touch something else. I'm gonna touch something else. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. It might be for a different day. Because I don't like talking points. I don't. I like truth, but I don't like talking points. I'll save it for another time. Thank you, John Teal said. She did a Thanos impersonation. I'll do it myself. Thank you, Jeffrey said. Happy birthday to Beth, Shula, and Kendra. Thank you so much. Thank you, Thanos was right. Said happy birthday to the best in the game. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Leo. Said black women are socially programmed to think being a single mom is a flex. It's a bad trope to constantly perpetrate in the black community. Agreed. Thank you to Renzo. Said find out the psychological beginning of prostitution. You'll find the beginning of single motherhood. Both need to be avoided completely. Thank you, Curtis, for your super sticker. Thank you, Jason. Said modern women see themselves as God, can do no wrong. They are absolutely perfect. I wonder how God feels about arrogant women. Thank you, Regina. Said women can avoid single motherhood if they actually do the work the first time in the 20s instead of wasting time with all these boys. But that's another episode. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Marquis. Said my soon-to-be ex-wife put me in child support before filing for divorce, but didn't put her ex-husband or the first gal knocked her up. On top of that, I was still called a deadbeat dad. This was a very harsh lesson. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. New Groove said men and women divided, kids and parents divided. Sister, do you believe it's the Deuteronomy 28 prophecy? I don't know enough about what it says in Deuteronomy to make an accurate assessment about that, but I'll brush up on it. Thank you, Jean said, please make it make sense how she's not willing to be with a bus driver and have a baby by him, yet went and purchased sperms of men that fell on hard times. Exactly. Thank you again. Say it's simple because it's all a transaction to them. Thank you to Renzo. Say happy solar return day to your twin. I really enjoyed walking up 51 years young myself, or waking up 50. Okay. All right. Happy birthday to you too. Y'all know you was in the month. Thank you, Common Man says society is saying black men are the most involved fathers in their children's lives, not the unwed mother. So she can't lie on him anymore. The thing that I was going to touch was simply this. People say, well, the women make up rules for men that they don't like, and they break rules for men that they do like. And there is an element of truth to that. I'm not going to say that that's not true. Women will do that. Particularly hyenas like to do it. Hyenas like to do that. But I would liken it to men have a version of that. Men have a version of that as well. Because the woman that's the good woman really do actually have to prove herself to you to get anything from you. Right? But the woman you know is a hoe, she ain't got to prove nothing. She don't got to be feminine. She ain't got to listen to you. She don't have to come with none of them good qualities to get you to spend time with her, money on her, and have sex with her. Nothing. She don't have to do nothing. She don't have to do nothing but look good. She don't have to do no work. That's why they be thinking they be winning, because they don't have to do no work. All they got to do is be available and be cute enough for a man to want her sexually. Now, you may not give her the relationship, but that's okay, because you wasn't going for a relationship in the first place with her. But the woman that you want to give a relationship to gotta prove it. She bet not ask you for nail and hair money, because then she gonna be a gold digger. She gotta prove out the gate that she know how to listen, that she know how to be feminine, and all kind of stuff. And I'm not even putting no qualifiers on it. I'm just saying both sexes have a version of that. Both sexes have a version of that. Because when men are looking for wives, they're looking for different qualities beyond whether or not she's hot. So she has to display the qualities if she wants him to take her seriously. The hoe don't got to do that. Since we've got a society where women are moving sexually like men move, for the most part, women have a version of that. There are men who are not worth the relationship. You don't want a relationship with him. He look good though. Highly sexually attractive. Nobody wanna nobody wanna spend no time with him. He's stupid. He's just fine. That's all. Now I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's a two-way street. I don't condone any of it. Because either a person is worth your time or it ain't. Either the person is worth your time or they are not. So we can make excuses about it. And we can justify it. But like I said, I don't condone any of it. It's just a two-way street. That don't work one way. Because y'all date women, but y'all don't date y'all. And I know what I'm talking about because I'm a woman. And I date y'all. Well, I used to anyway. And I've watched a chick with not half the woman I am easily get all kinds of stuff from the guy. Here I am, I'm double the woman. I got more woman in my pinky toe than she'll ever have. And I gotta do a lot of work. Which is fine by me, because that's who I am. I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna prove my quality anyway, because that's what I am. That's who I am. But don't think I don't know. Don't think that we have not noticed this. There's a reason why men say we'll wife the good ones, but we love hoes. Because she there for a good time, not a long time. And you know you got to pay to be with her. You know you're going to pay something. You're going to pay for nails or hair. Or you're going to pay something. Because she a hoe. She not going to let you get away with not paying or something. So all them rules about what kind of woman got to be a woman to get your time, those don't apply to hoes. Those rules don't apply to hoes. They apply to wives. Now I'm just saying. Let's see. Thank you, Anwar. Said finishing up your book, Lioness, is an excellent read. Should be required reading. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael, for becoming a member. I appreciate you.
But now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Thank you so much, Laura Sentences. I just want to know what Ebony is going to tell that little girl when she asks where's her daddy. She better tell the truth. You ain't got no daddy. I got you out of the goop scoop. You ain't got no daddy. Ain't no daddies in the goop scoop, baby. It's just goop scoop. No. It's talking to the men. The men date women, but they don't date other men. I'm a woman. I used to date men. So I know how men are on the other side of the coin. Thank you, Classy. Said the type of men she was looking forward to having as a husband don't donate sperm because they never have a shortage of women. It's pointless. She either knew a man or that man is a middle class man. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Probably either somebody she knew. Yeah. Anyway. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye bye, Crimsonites.